Hi, now we're going to do the pop-up roof. What is very important is that the ignition is switched off. So the van, the air at the front is off. It has to do with an alarm system, otherwise it's not working. So literally how it works, there's a switch here at the top. So on your left hand side, there's like a light switch there. That switch needs to be pressed for 2 seconds, and then you've got 5 seconds to open up the roof. So you press it for 2 seconds and then push up the roof within 5 seconds. So if you're distracted, you just need to press the button again for 2 seconds and then pop up the roof. Otherwise the locks are closed. So there we go. Press it. You're going to stand on here, so be careful what you're doing. Stand on here, press for 2 seconds, hop, you hear a zoom, and then you press up the roof. Because I'm not that tall, I use this one. So I carefully pressed it in the middle here of the roof, not the window of course, and then you can press the roof up. And that's it, literally. Then you've got the ladder. As I explained in the other video, how you do it is just put it like this. So you got the gap here and lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Put your foot on the bottom of the step. Do this a couple of times. There you go. Place it there, hoppa. What you can do as well is put it here, but then you need to remove the table. And it's a bit iffy. I prefer this, just make sure it's sturdy. And if you're not very sure, just at least when there's a child going up, hold the ladder. That's very important. So now you can just climb up here and you get into the bed. There you go. Hop. And there we're back. So I'll take the ladder away, hop, press these, hop, press the next one, and again, watch your fingers. So this is out of the way. To close it, again, ignition needs to be switched off. So there is a strap here. And what is very important is that you make sure that there's no stuff left, no duvets, no pillows, just the mattress. And then what's very important is that when you pull it down, make sure that you pull it down in a oneer, like flat. Don't hang on one side, don't hang on the other side. Make sure that you hold the loop in the middle and then you pull the roof down. So 1, 2, 3. And yeah, you pull it down. Not completely yet. Because what you need to do, I'll get the ladder out of the way, is you need to make sure that the tent is in. So that it's not sticking out. That is also what the elastic band does. The elastic band pulls in the tent while you're pulling the roof down. Also very important, a door needs to be open. How it literally works, because you pull the roof down, there's air. The air needs to escape. If you close it with the door closed, the air needs to go somewhere, and it goes, of course, the most convenient way, and that is not for us the convenient way. It pushes the tent out, and then the tent will be stuck between the hinges, and you wreck the tent. So you need to be very careful with that. So open the door while you're going to do this through this whole process. So you pull it down, pull the tent in, and what you then have to do is you grab both handles. There are handles here at the top where the straps are attached to, both at the same time. You need to pull them down at the same time, and you need to give them a bit of 1, 2, 3, hop, okay. How you can check it, if it's closed, is now you twist the key, the engine key, and then hopefully you don't hear a beep. So I'll do that. You hear that sound? Fantastic. That's the step. So that was the alarm for the step. So I closed that. So now we're going to do the key again. And we did really well. Because there is no beep. Otherwise, you would hear a beep. And there is no beep, so I did really well. Well done. I need to, of course, let you listen to the beep. So, switch off the engine, the ignition. So, again, to test it, to show you, I need to press 2 seconds. You hear it, whoop, doing, and then you can press the roof open. Okay, and now I'm gonna pull it close, but not properly. So, hop, fingers crossed I didn't do it properly. And now I'm gonna put the ignition on. Now, and I'll let you hear, hopefully you hear it. So, to open it, the ignition needs to be switched off. All you need to do is press the switch here for 2 seconds. Where you hear, and then whoop, you press the roof open. To close it again, all you need to do is make sure that the tent is completely in, and you need a bit of manpower to do this, but all you need to do is grab the handles. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, and give it a good pull. 1, 2, 3, hop. And that should be it, and we're going to test it again with the ignition light switched on. And there is no alarm, so that means it's closed. Whoopee! So, then all you need to do now is the tent here, tidy it up. So you roll it up here, and I'll show you in the photo over the camera later that there are straps. So like a backpack or by the normal VW camper van, you've got straps. So, and you click them tightly in. That's very important, because just in case that the whole system doesn't work, it at least keeps the roof down with the straps. So there you go, that's it. Hope that works for you, and otherwise just give me a shout. Okay.